Greetings, Fortniters. This is JikkySef. We're going to play with Predator in this match. Predator is a movie from 1987, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Carl Weathers, and Jesse Ventura. Two of those guys went on to be U.S. governors. Arnold Schwarzenegger became the governor of California, and Jesse Ventura became the governor of Minnesota. And there's Alexa showing off in front of the camera. And we're about to get into this match. Alright, where do you think we should go? I'm going to go to Sunflower's farm. We're going to hit the market. I want to find myself some fresh produce. They got apples, bananas, cabbage, all that good stuff there. So I didn't realize they actually made another Predator movie in 2018 called The Predator. I still have yet to see it. I think I'm going to rent it on Amazon Prime tonight. And the last one that they made before that was in 2010 called Predators. I saw that in the movie theater. That was a crazy one. They took a bunch of people from Earth, a bunch of skilled fighters, and they put them on an alien world, and the Predators had to hunt them. Very interesting movie. And before that was Alien vs. Predator in 2004. Saw that in the theater also. That movie took place in Antarctica. Very cool movie if you want to see the South Pole. Aliens vs. Predators. You could also see Aliens vs. Predators in Stacy Colera's Batman Dead End. They got the Batman and the Joker. That one features the Red Predator. They made a toy for it. It's pretty cool. You could look that up on YouTube. Batman Dead End. I'll put a link in the description section so you could check it out. There's another really cool Predator made by Bat in the Sun, Superpower Beatdown. It's Predator vs. Wolverine. I'll put a link to that one as well so you can check that out. I'm a big fan of the Bat in the Sun Superpower Beatdowns. And they also made Predator 2 in 1990, and I think that covers all the Predator movies thus far. He's a bad mamma jamba. They released Predator, and then a day later, the Terminator T-800. Who do you think is a tougher hunter, Predator or the Terminator? I'm gonna go with the Terminator, because he's a robot, and he's relentless. What's cool is that both of those movies star Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator and Predator. Both from the 1980s. He was a huge action star in the 80s. One of my favorite movies by Schwarzenegger was Total Recall. Who remembers that one? That's a great flick. So I'm going on an Arnold Schwarzenegger rant here. He's still making movies, and they're pretty good. I saw a couple of them on Netflix. I highly recommend. Alright, so what are we trying to do here? I think we're looking for bananas, but we're finding everything but bananas. We're going bananas looking for bananas. I think we're going to let this quest go. Just like Elsa from Frozen says, let it go. I had a rare opportunity to see all the Frozen stuff at the Disney Expo. That's called D23. This was many years ago. I believe it must have been 2013 maybe? My daughter was only a couple years old. We dressed her up as Vanellope von Schweetz from Wreck-It Ralph, and we went to the D23 Expo, and they had a huge Frozen display. We skipped it for some reason, probably because there was a big line to get in. I'm not a fan of big lines, which makes you wonder why would it go to a Disney thing, because they're notorious for big lines. There's Sunflower. We're going to pass her up for the moment. I imagine her with some hay between her teeth. Who else likes to live on the farm? How about Clark Kent? Who remembers the show Smallville? That was a great show. Alright, so we're going to ditch the farm. I'm going to show you one of the locations where you can find Bushranger. Not to be confused with the Bushwhackers. That was a wrestling tag team in the 1980s. You could also find the Bushranger near Lazy Lake, near the river, just east of Lazy Lake. He's another boss that you can hire. Right here is where you could find Bushranger, and you could hire him, so that's a good idea for the future. That's why I ran over here. I was hoping to hire him. I hired him in the last match, and then we got eliminated pretty quick. A fun thing that I like to do is hire 2 bosses and get a little AI team. Speaking of AI, I was watching that movie last night, Artificial Intelligence by Steven Spielberg. And I think Stanley Kubrick was the director. I could be wrong. What a great movie that was. Very sad. It's about a robot boy. Let's get these IO guards here real quick. It's week 8 right now, so we're going to get the story behind these guys pretty quick. A whole bunch of underground bases with the Imagined Order. And I believe Jonesy is a part of the Imagined Order. All the Fortnite guys might be part of that. They all seem to be working together as a team, like Bright Bomber and Raven and some of those other cool cats. Maybe Raptor. Alright, let's leave my mark here. Let everyone know I was here. Predator was here. Check out my face. That's all kinds of ugly right there. I'm going to do everyone a favor and put my mask back on. You never know what people are wearing below their masks. A lot of people walk around in society wearing a mask. Not a virtual mask. I'm being metaphorical, of course. Alright, let's do some fishing here. I'd like to catch a rift fish and have that handy for the end of the match. Those are also good for outrunning a storm. I like to light a fire because there is a challenge to light and stoke a fire. And even though it doesn't show up as a quest, it still might count towards it. In the background. I have a song called In the Background. Check out this wallpaper. 1970s. Alright, let's hit the water and see if we could find some fish. There's steamy stacks in the distance. Been a while since I hit that location. I see some fish jumping out of the water right there. Alright, let's put this harpoon gun into action. Got a snowy flopper, a thermal fish, and an assault rifle. The thermal fish are great if you want to go fight Predator, because then he can't hide from you. If you happen to grab Predator's special skill, you could also use that to hide from opponents. Oh, I got a rift fish. And another snowy flopper. Here's a tip about snowy floppers. If you happen to use one, and you got the big chunks of ice on your feet, just go into the water and they'll melt immediately. And that's a good way to get rid of them. I had one game where I took a snowy flopper and ate it, and somehow I slid right into the storm. Almost eliminated myself. Luckily I was able to get out for a victory royale. You may have noticed new XP coins around the map this week. That's right, they added another 10. We're going to do a video on that later today. I'll edit that either today or tomorrow and post that up on my YouTubes. I hope you guys have been enjoying the item shop live stream videos. Live streaming is fun. You never know what's going to happen. Luckily, I worked out my headset issue. I think the problem was my new controller. The input was a little bit crackly. Alright, we're gonna hit the water near craggy cliffs. I got a rift fish. I should probably use that to get over there quicker. However, I'm gonna save that just in case I need it towards the end of the match. So with the Predator and Terminator skins hitting the game this last week, my son and I have been wanting to see the movies. There's a whole bunch of Terminator movies. They also had a Terminator TV series. That was pretty awesome. I used to watch that. And that one featured Shirley Manson from the band Garbage as the bad guy. I highly recommend checking that out. It's a pretty cool series. It shows John Connor on the run, and he's developing his fighting skills. Are you John Connor? I wish I had a better Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation. Alright, we're gonna hit FN radio right now. That stands for Fortnite Radio. I always wanted to be a disc jockey. I used to do some DJing at dance clubs. Oh, look at that, I got 10,000 XP, that's pretty cool. I used to DJ at a Britpop / 60s mod club. That was pretty cool. I also did some hip hop. That was a lot of fun. I used to love hip hop music in the 90s and the early 2000s. I kind of got burnt out on it though. I think when they started auto-tuning everything, that's when I jumped ship. Boy, they're nuts with the auto-tune. But I think you kids like that, so more power to you. There was one time where we covered No Diggity by Blackstreet, and I had my buddy come up from the band World Without Sundays. That was pretty cool. He took the first verse, I took the second verse. I used to have fun singing R&B music. I'm more of a rock singer. I cut my teeth singing heavy metal. But I've gone through several style phases, just like Madonna. I got another music video coming, probably in the next month. Right now it's just a song idea. It's about Peely. We got a few Peely skins. We got Agent Peely, we have the original Peely, and then we have the Fortnitemares version of Peely, where you could see inside him. You could see his intestines. It's pretty gnarly, actually. The song is called Rollin' with the Bunches, and it's going to be all about Peely. So please look forward to that in the future. I still have yet to record the song. I still have yet to finish writing the song, for that matter. So for now, please enjoy the Joker video. I'm going to leave that up for a little bit. I like to do Fortnite music videos. It's kind of fun. There's a lot of subject matter to write about. That's the trick to being a songwriter. You have to either have subject matter or you have to do some living. Oh, this is a great vantage point up here. Looks like the game is winding down. And let's use this sniper rifle to see what's what. There's some IO guards. Where's the elevator? Looks like it disappeared. And there's FN station behind me. Looks like Craggy Cliffs is where this game is going to play out. We still have a ways to go here in the match. As of yet, I have not run into any opponents. It's funny how you can go through the whole game just running around the map and run into nobody. It's not like I did it on purpose. I wasn't being covert or anything. It just kind of happened like that. Alright, potatoes. I'm looking forward to The Walking Dead making its return. I love that show. Anything zombies, I'll watch it. You have the original George Romero movies, of course. Who's a fan of the George Romero movies? Those are classics. Oh, finally someone to shoot at. Alright, let's get a little bit closer here. I tagged him twice. Thrice. Let's get in closer. Got him. Headshot. That's my first elimination of the game. Sorry it took so long to get around to that. The Predator is known for hunting. This is some good soil. We'll have to do some planting later. That's pretty funny. Alright, they dropped some good stuff for me. There used to be a restaurant in Hermosa Beach where I used to live called Good Stuff. They also had one in Manhattan Beach. That was a wonderful place to live. I felt like I was on vacation every day of my life. I lived there for 3 years. That's when I got my very first major label record deal. My band Royale High, we were signed to A&M Records. They gave us a whole bunch of money, and we had nothing to do. No tours, no nothing. So we just lived by the beach and rode our bikes down the boardwalk every day. Nope, I missed. It's hit or miss with this sniper rifle. Looks like there's some action right there. Missed again. And I missed again. Just like Phil Collins says, I missed again. And that's a 4th miss. Someone else is shooting at me. I felt like that bullet came from craggy cliffs. Let's take the pickup and get a closer look here. Alright, we're gonna hit this building. Oh, that was a lucky elimination. I was just trying to take down the structure and get closer. I turned off copyrighted songs and settings, so from here on out I could just leave the radio on. You won't be hearing Gangnam Style in this video. I like that song. I remember when it first came out. My daughter used to love to dance to that. It's a pretty funny dance move. Way back in the 1950s, they used to have so many dance moves that went along to songs. They had the mashed potato. They brought that back for Fortnite. That's an emote that you can get. Alright, there's only 2 other players now. And we got some good stuff in our arsenal. We got a gold assault rifle. We have a sniper rifle, a rift fish, 2 floppers. I think we're ready for the end of the game. Shall we go see if Remedy's in the building? Alright, let's get down to craggy cliffs and end this game. It's just Predator versus 1 more player. Who's seen the Japanese movie, Versus? That's a pretty cool movie. It features one of my favorite singers, Hyde, and another great singer, Gakt. Those are 2 Japanese rock stars that are also actors. The movie is called Versus, VS period. I highly recommend it. It's an awesome movie. Sometimes you could find Remedy right here. Not today. Maybe someone already hired her. You have to get her at the beginning of the match. Alright, looks like the storm's coming in. Let's sneak out this door, shall we? I'm going to proceed covert style. And I'm going to go from building to building and remain undetected. I don't have Predator's cloak, so I'll have to do it a different way. I have to locate my opponent before they locate me. That is key. Alright, let's go to this piggy market here. What is it called? Oinkers? I'm just kidding. There's a restaurant called Pig and Whistle in Hollywood, California. I always want to call this place the Pig and Whistle. It's a restaurant slash bar. They have something called a black and tan. They mix Guinness and Harp's beer. And when you mix those two beers together, it looks black and tan. Now, I've been clean and sober since 2006, so I wouldn't know anything about beer. Alright, we're just creeping around here, just like the Radiohead song Creep. I miss Radiohead, they must be due for a new album soon. Alright, let's do some building here and get above the action. I have a feeling my opponent is somewhere down at the bottom of the map. Maybe in that building over there. I'm going to take a page out of my buddy Jed Wien's book here and do some platform building. I'm going to get up to this ridge here and make sure that my opponent wasn't up here. Alright, this area is clear. Just like the police, I'm going to clear out an area and then move on. Alright, they're definitely below me. So I'm just going to keep building this platform out. I'm going to go over this tree. That way, if he shoots out my platform, I just fall on top of the tree. I still have not located my opponent. Where are you? They must see me building up here. So at this juncture, they know where I am, but I do not know where they are. However, I do have the higher ground. That's one tactical strategy towards the end of the game. Tactics sometimes is everything. Especially when you're not the greatest shooter in the world like I am. Alright, where are you? I got supplies for days. Somehow they jumped up. They must have had a rift fish or something. Alright, let's redo this. There's my rift. And there they are. Looks like they fell. So I knocked them back down. I'm not sure how they got up here. They must have had a rift fish also. That was certainly a surprise. Alright, so I'm on the top, they're on the bottom. Let's do this end of the game thing. Let's see if I could see him from up here. No. I'm going to go down there and get a closer look. Here's their build. Looks like they were doing a similar thing to what I was doing. Alright, we're going to drop down all the way. And we're going to take this battle straight to them. There they are. Alright, let's do this then. Green arrow, you're mine. Got him. And that's a victory royale for the Predator. Here we go. This is how we celebrate. That's fierce. The Predator brought one home for the aliens. Hope you guys enjoyed that match. Don't forget to support a creator. JikkySef. That's me. JikkySef. That means to go spastic in Polish. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and may the Fortnite be with you.